Today on The Joy of Editing, we're taking a look at the classical soft focus filter in Nic 9 Color Efex and how it can add a soft, dreamy glow while still keeping the image looking natural. Hello everyone and welcome to The Joy of Editing with Dave Kelly. Today we're taking a look at the classical soft focus filter in Nic 9 Color Efex. This filter is designed to soften detail, add a gentle glow, and create a more dreamy, atmospheric look. It can work especially well on portraits, flowers, backlit scenes, and soft landscapes. I'll show you how the controls work and how to apply the effect with a light touch so the image still keeps its important detail. Now, before we get started, DxO has a new summer sale going on from June 15th through July 10th. New customers only can save 20% off any DxO software by using my promo code KellySummer2026. My links are in the video description. When you use my promo code, I make a small commission, which helps support my channel, and I really do appreciate it. Let's go ahead and get started. I have several examples for you today. I'm starting out here in Photoshop, but you can also launch Nic Color Efex from Lightroom Classic, DxO Photolab, or use it as a standalone application. No matter how you open it, the filter works the same way. I'm starting out with this flower image because it's a great subject for the classical soft focus filter. The soft colors and delicate details should work nicely with the glow while still giving us enough texture to keep the flower from becoming too soft. I'm coming over to the left side of the interface. Now, right now I'm on all Nic and I'm in the filters category right here. These filters are all in alphabetical order, so they're pretty easy to find. Here's the classical soft focus filter. Just click the plus to add it to the filter stack. Or you could also come up to the search bar and type in the name classical soft focus and find it really quick. Well, let's go ahead and play with this filter. Now, we have different methods here. There's a drop down. If you click it, you can hover over these methods. The first methods are going to be soft focus, and the second group will be diffusion, more diffused looks. So there's method 1, 2, and 3. Now, by the way, if you click right here in this hamburger menu, you have the different presets that Nic give you for this filter. The first one is soft focus. The second one is strong soft focus. Just hover over them. You'll see the change. Here's diffusion and strong diffusion. For this one, I think I'm going to go with soft focus, and then we could go ahead and refine the adjustments from here. So this one's using method 1. Let's try method 2, method 3. I think I'm going to go with method 2, so I'll click on method 2. Already, I like the way this is starting to look. Let me shut this filter off by clicking on the toggle. This is before and after. See that nice softness? Now we could go ahead and increase the strength, increase the effect. It's better to be on the subtle side, but let's add a little bit of soft focus in here, maybe somewhere right around here. Now we can adjust the brightness, make the overall image brighter or less bright. I think I'll make it a little more on the bright side. I think that really works for this image. Now we have diffuse detail. You may lose some of the little details. If you pull this adjustment to the right, you can start to bring back some of the detail that you've lost. I never go too far with this, just a little bit in case you're losing a little bit too much detail. You can add a little back in. Now you can also protect your shadows from getting too dark by dragging this shadow slider to the right. So I may just move that over a little bit. And you can also protect your highlights from getting clipped by adjusting this to the right. And I think right about here, I want to keep a nice bright look in this image. So somewhere right around here, maybe a little more brightness to right there. Now let me shut this off. Here's before and here's after, but quite a change. It may be a little too strong, so I think I'll take the strength back a little bit to maybe right there. Now let me shut this off. Here's before and here's after. I really like this. Now, you could continue working on this image, add some more filters here in Color Efex, but for now, that's all I'm doing on this image because I have a couple more examples to show you. I'll click apply and we'll send this image right back into Photoshop. I'll shut off this layer. We started out here, a really cool image, and we end up here. I love the soft focus on this. And now let's work on this image. I'll click the Color Efex button, click open, and we'll send this one into Color Efex and we'll work on this. This time it's a portrait. For this image, I'm going to use 2 instances of the classical soft focus filter. I'll come over to the left side of the interface, find the classical soft focus filter. By the way, if you click right here on this arrow pointing downward, These are those presets for the soft focus filter. For now, I'll click the plus, but those same presets you'll find right here when you click the hamburger menu and you hover over them, okay? There's strong soft focus diffusion and strong diffusion. You know what? On this one, I'm going to use this preset diffusion, so I'll click on it. I really like what it's doing to the background, but I don't like what it's doing to the face, so I'm only going to apply it to the background. I think I'll start off by increasing the strength. Yeah, let's increase that strength a little bit, maybe up to about here. And the brightness, I think I'll take the brightness back just a little bit, and I think I want to protect the highlights, so I'll move the highlight slider to the right. Now let's check the shadows. Yeah, I think I'll protect the shadows a little bit. I'll move it to about right here. Let me shut off the filter. Here's before and here's after, but I really like that nice diffused look in the background. Now we're going to work on the face, but first we need to get the effect off of the face, and we're going to use a local adjustment for that. I'll click right here to add a local adjustment. Now, I think the easiest way to get this off the face is to use a control point. So we're going to click control point. I want to use a negative control point. So hold down your option or alt key. See the little minus right there? I'm going to click right here and see the circle. Now we can adjust the size and the shape of this circle. And I want to move it right over this way. So I'm going to go right about here. Now here's a little trick. See where it says luminance, drag this the whole way to the left and take chrominance the whole way to the left. And that will turn this into a graduated radial filter, removing the effect only from the area inside the circle. Now, if we come over to the right side of the interface for control point, and if I shut off this control point by clicking right here, you can see the diffusion effect is over the entire image. When I turn this back on, it's removed from the face, but it's applied to the background only. And you'll note this opacity right here is the whole way to the left. At 0%, it's shut off. If I wanted to add some diffusion here, I could move this to the right and add a little bit of diffusion, but I don't want to. I want that completely shut off because I'm going to add another classical soft focus filter and add a little bit of soft focus to the face and the hair too. What I want to do first is right click on control point and click copy because I want to copy this control point so I don't have to make it again. I'll come back over to the left side of the interface and click the plus for classic soft focus and add another filter. Now bear in mind I'm only working on the face with this filter. Let's come over here to method and click the drop down. I want soft focus. Right now we're on method 1. Let's hover over method 2 and method 3. And I think I like method 3. So let's click on method 3. Again, we're just looking at the face. Do I want to make it stronger? No. Let's take it back a little bit, maybe to somewhere right about here. Let's check the brightness out. Maybe I'll take it to about right here. I think looks good. And as far as shadows and highlights are concerned, I think that's okay. Right now, this second filter is adding soft focus to the entire image. Remember, I copied that control point. I'll use the shortcut Command or Control V to paste that control point. Now I need to set that up to work only on the face. If we look right here, see this opacity is off. This is for the background. And if we look down here, this opacity is for the face. So in effect, if I shut off the classical soft focus here, you don't see any change because right now this filter is shut off because this opacity and this opacity are both turned off. So what I want to do is come to the control point and take this opacity the whole way up. And now I've added the soft focus only to the face and hair. Now let me go ahead and shut this off. Here's before and here's after. Soft focus is only on the face and hair. The diffusion effect is on the background. Isn't that cool? So we're using two classical soft focus filters on this portrait. Soft focus on the face and diffusion on the background. I'll click apply to send this back into Photoshop. And here we are back in Photoshop. I'll shut off this filter. Here's before and here is after. Pretty cool. And now let's move on to our last example. I'll click on the C for Color Efex, click open, send this into Color Efex. I'll come to the left side of the interface, click the plus for classical soft focus, and already that looks really cool. We could stop right here, click apply and send that back into Photoshop, but let's play around. Let's click the drop down for method. Right now we're on soft focus 1, here's 2, here's 3. Do we like soft focus or do we like diffusion? Here's diffusion 1, 2, and 3. I think I like diffusion, and I think I like diffusion 1. It's a little brighter, so let's click on that. Let's adjust the strength. Do we want to make it stronger? Isn't that cool? Nice and dreamy. But I always recommend not going too strong here. Let's ease this off a little bit. Maybe right about here looks pretty cool. We can make it a little brighter maybe, just a tiny wee bit. And, we can protect the shadows, but I like it just where it's at. And as far as highlight protection, we could protect those, but right about there should be good. Now, we also have the overall opacity. We could pull this back and let some of the original image show through if you want to, but I like it up at 100%. I'm going to come up to the top center of the interface and left click and hold the compare button. We started out here and we end up here. Again, before and after, and I really like this. I'm going to go ahead and click apply and send this back into Photoshop. Here we are in Photoshop. I'll shut it off again. Here's before and here's after. I really like this classical soft focus filter. I think this is an exceptional filter, and I do hope that you give it a try. Well, there it is, everyone. I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial. If you enjoyed today's video, please give this video a like and share it with your friends. And if you're not yet a subscriber to my channel, please subscribe, click the bell notification icon, click all so that you'll receive all notifications. And then every time I upload a new tutorial, you'll get notified. I want to thank each and every one of you for joining me today in the joy of editing with Dave Kelly. And I will see you all right here next time. But until then, happy editing.